While it's true that many fear-based PSAs simply do not work because our society is so desensitized to graphic images and fear messages, the element of adding a positive effect to the message is key. There is quite a bit of evidence from studies that it is easier to change the behavior of others rather than modifying their own behavior. As mentioned previously, if distracted driving PSAs were aimed at children and also adults of all ages similar in effect like the Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk campaigns, it could be the start of a new generation of people that realize that their lives as passengers are just as at risk every time they get in a car with a driver who texts and drives. Instead of PSAs stating facts and showing crash scenes that no one seems to care about, PSAs should be aimed at young adults showing an accident with taglines saying, "If only I had said something." PSAs aimed at promoting passengers, friends, and relatives to encourage safer driving can have more of an impact. This would now be adding the element of guilt and placing the cause of the accident on you because you didn't speak up and tell the driver not to text and drive. In one extensive study done by Washington State University on distracted driving, results clearly showed that most of the typical PSAs showing statistics and crashes were ineffective, mostly because people just don't believe it will happen to them. Explicit, fear-arousing content in social marketing is not very effective on their target audience because today's youth have had much greater exposure than previous generations to graphic images and other fear messages. In one large study focusing on students aged 18 to 24 attending Texas State University, a 30-second graphic PSA was shown on distracted driving. 78.4% of respondents disagreed with the statement that the PSA is too graphic. Only 16.7% strongly agreed that they were less likely to text while driving after viewing the PSA. However, 65% of the participants in the study did admit that they were more likely to speak up when being a passenger in a car with someone texting and driving.